Yo, how's it going everybody? It's me, Arctic. Today's video we're going to be going over a complete Yunjin's artifact guide. I'm basically going to be covering her best options for full-on support, her best options for kind of DPS, if you are going for damage, basically using her E skill. We're just going to be generally talking about which artifact sets are going to be good for Yunjin and how they kind of factor in with her kit. If you are new to the channel, remember to subscribe. I'm trying to get to 10,000 subscribers. It really helps me out a lot if you do. What's up, gamer? Are you tired of using filthy rags for your mouse pad? Using the Waka Extra Large RGB Gaming Mousepad. This mousepad is the perfect size to fit on any average sized desk, and it's actually very, very big. I was able to fit both my keyboard and my mouse and my microphone in the center of this. It also comes with a full plug-and-play RGB cycling mode. And so all you have to do is plug this into a power source that uses a USB connector, and you'll be good. What's interesting about the RGB one is that you can also get a wireless charging adapter for this as well. There's also two other color options. One is the Starry Night, and one is the World Map. Anyway, thanks to Waka for sponsoring this video and sending over a nice mousepad to replace my piece of garbage that I've been using for years. But anyway, let's get back to the video. So breaking down Yunjin's skills real quick. So her E skill is basically a Beto skill, except it scales off of defense. And so what that's going to allow you to do is run her with a lot of defense percentage on her actual build overall. And so if you are wanting a lot of good damage off of that, I would actually recommend like a crit damage hat and a defense percentage timepiece if you are going for more of a damage route on there. But then what Yunjin's elemental burst does is when you cast it, it's actually going to give you a normal attack damage bonus based off of her defense. If you are planning on running her as a full-on support, I would recommend going all defense percent, basically in a defense percent hat and a defense percent timepiece. Okay, and so there's not really that many artifact sets in the game that are actually going to be that viable on Yunjin, but we're going to talk about the ones that I think are actually going to be the best in slot choices for the 2-piece and for the 4-piece for Yunjin. Okay, so the first artifact set that I would recommend for Yunjin is going to be the Archaic Petra, either in the 2-piece or the 4-piece actually for this one, because what the 4-piece allows you to do is whenever you create these crystallized shields, all party members are going to gain 35% damage bonus for that particular element for that 10 seconds that you're protected by the elemental shield. And so effectively, this buff is honestly kind of like a little mini Kazuha buff, especially since Yunjin's actual kit kind of relies on her being the only Geo character and actually creating elemental shields, especially if you have Constellation 4. So what I can see people doing is running like a Kazuha and a Yunjin, and then whatever their main sustained DPS character is, because they can actually swirl with Kazuha and then create crystallized shields with Yunjin, and they're actually going to be gaining Kazuha's elemental mastery elemental damage bonus, and then also Yunjin's elemental mastery damage bonus. On top of that, Yunjin's elemental burst is actually going to be able to give your active character a lot more normal attack damage, so it's going to be really, really strong on characters like if you are running like a Yoimiya, a Tartaglia, or like a Hu Tao, I would say, even though Hu Tao is more charge attack damage focused. This also could be pretty good if you are using like an Ayaka as well. Next artifact set that is going to be good on Yunjin is going to be the Noblesse Oblige. Now this one's only actually good in the 4-piece, considering that Yunjin doesn't actually really do much elemental burst damage. She pretty much only does a little tick damage based on her attack for that initial slash, and it's not really that much, especially if you are building her for defense. But the 4-piece of this is going to give your whole party 20% attack for 12 seconds, which is also the duration of her elemental burst, and so that is going to be an actual pretty strong buff for your whole team. And then the last artifact set that I can recommend is the Husk of Opulent Dreams set. The 2-piece of this gives you defense percent, which is going to be very, very nice for Yunjin's overall kit. And then the 4-piece bonus of this is going to give you up to 24% defense and also 24% geo damage bonus, and so it's going to be a very strong set. It's going to basically stack up off the field whenever your geo attacks actually hit enemies. I'm not particularly sure if Yunjin's actual burst does damage instances of geo damage with her stacks. I'm not sure on that yet. It from the way it reads, it kind of seems like it might actually do geo damage alongside your actual active character's normal attacks, but don't quote me on that because I'm not sure if that's actually the case. But if that is actually how it works, you could probably stack this up off the field and you would be pretty fine with a 4-piece. But alternatively, if the 4-piece of this doesn't work, I would recommend going with a 2-piece of the Husk set, and then also a 2-piece of the Archaic Petra set in order to get that 30% defense and also 15% of geo damage bonus. I think that would be a pretty good alternative if you can't actually stack up this to its maximum capabilities. But that's pretty much it for the Yunjin artifact guide. Let me know if you guys liked the video down in the comments section below. I will be covering Yunjin probably when she comes out a lot more so in terms of her actual support team comps and that kind of stuff. Obviously, be talking about Yunjin. But anyway, it's been me, Arctic. I will see you guys next time. Farewell.